Hello, my beautiful people. It is Liz, the light siren, back with another video. We're out here today discussing the beautiful new moon in Pisces, which has got me feeling all types of ways. I mean, I've probably cried like 10 times since the sun went into Pisces, but you know, that's besides the point. I am a watery binge, so I pretty much cry every day. But anywho, this new moon is part of the final culmination of a karmic cycle for humanity, and definitely for some folks, it's the culmination of a karmic cycle in their life specifically. It's also the kickoff to the final moon phase of the astrological year. When I was channeling the energies before we began, I was meditating and I felt a lot of hope, a lot of endings coming through, and I just pulled a card and we get the death card. Good stuff. I love the death card. It's Scorpio energy, but also, watery energy, water change, whatever. We could mute that into a mutable water sign, right, into Pisces, so let's get into it. This is a new moon of hope, of seeing the light at the end of the long tunnel we just went through, of seeing the wisdom we've gained from the long road traveled. We are stepping into a vortex of open-hearted power, ready to move forward into this next phase with a reconnection to our creative, emotional, and intuitive centers. With Mercury being in retrograde this Pisces season, again, we have things from the past returning. People and things may return back into your life to remind you of who you are, who you were, who you're meant to be, creating some closure to move forward in whatever way the spirit guides you. Because this is the end of an astrological year and a karmic cycle, the things that return to us are either coming back in a new form, or they're coming back to move forward in a healthier, more balanced way into the next cycle. Or they're returning to remind us that we need to leave it in the past and move on to something else. Either way, closure is happening. This death is happening for the rebirth, the hope and love that is profound in us. And we are ready to move on with our hearts open, our imagination bright, and our energy flowing freely. Yeah. This is a time to really be in the flow, okay? Use your intuition and allow feelings to move freely. Because of the retrograde, you may want to delay decisions, but the point of this new moon is to feel, release, and move forward downstream to the path that is waiting for you. There is a risk here of getting lost in the clouds, allowing fantasies and idealizations to take hold, as well as linking up with old wound mates and toxic behavior. This is why I suggest grounding during this time, in order to know when negative things are returning to us as a test. For us to close that cycle and move forward, we must be open to our intuition, but also stay grounded and realistic, okay? So if something's going on and you feel that feeling in your gut that's like, this is not good, listen to that, okay? But if you let yourself get lost in the clouds, you're not going to be present enough to notice that feeling, okay? So this involves a balancing, to flow, but also connect to the earth, to have a more responsible state of mind, like I said, to make sure that we don't overindulge in self-destructive tendencies, or negative shiz. We don't want that. Both water and earth are needed at this time to stay balanced. Herbal baths with rose and damiana, a walk out in nature, any root chakra meditation or yoga for low back, painting, playing an instrument, writing poetry, and hearty winter meals such as roasted root veggies, stews, and soups can really help you stay grounded while being in your watery flow at this time. Now I know in the northern hemisphere, I'm in Michigan, so it's still really cold here. So especially these hearty stews and soups, like in the evening, along with some tea, can be very warming and soothing because it also has that water element to it. So if you do like a root veggie stew, that gives you both that earth and that water there. Now, emotions may be turbulent, which is why grounding is so necessary at this time. There is a possibility you could get sucked into your dark side a little bit. Any over-worrying, hypersensitivity, any proverbial ghosts that come through your astral plane that you thought you left behind may return and try to get you to attach again. Like I said, it is a risk. So when negative feelings come up, do something productive with them. Cry, journal, run, dance, paint, sing, anything that involves physical movement to work through those feelings can really help. When we allow our imagination to run wild with negativity, it's so easy to get lost in that sunken place. I know that. That is like so close to me. I recognize that stuff. But with this moon, we are moving on from those unhealthy attachments to pain and suffering. We're moving on from drama and rationalization and escapism. If you struggle with abusing drugs, alcohol, sex, or food, or tend to like depression nap or daydream excessively, it's even more important for you at this time to do something physical, to release feelings and to stay grounded without getting sucked into the feelings and end up using something as a mental or emotional escape to detach from pain and feel temporary pleasure. Temporary pleasures don't heal. They only mask the pain, right? But releasing old karmic cycles, emotions, and behaviors will help you heal. If this speaks to you right now, please go to my Instagram at the light siren and look at my most recent post on what it means to be triggered. Okay? I want to start creating more material on the subject because I believe it's something we all need, but especially with a new moon in Pisces and Mercury retrograde, we need to be ready and know how to move through triggers and how to understand them, because getting triggered is definitely possible during a retrograde, especially in Pisces. That's like trigger central, okay? Finding a trigger point is a gift, okay? It's like finding an infected wound you didn't know about. It's a gift because by finding it, you can heal it instead of by using something to simply avoid it. Would you ignore a physical wound or just take a painkiller to numb it temporarily? No. You would clean it, disinfect it, and get stitches or put a bandage on that bitch so you can heal, right? So let's take a deep breath now. Literally, with me. Take a deep breath. Ready? Keep taking some deep breaths now. I want you to focus on your heart space for a moment. Okay? Wow. I want you to feel all the love and light of the universe healing you in your body. Take notice of any points of pain, any emotions that come up, and start there to heal, okay? You can sip a sparkling water mixed with some cranberry juice to cleanse your sacral area, do some grounding work. And when you're meditating, remember to release and smile and know that you are love. Know that you are moving on. Know that the worst is behind you. Know that life is not hard or a struggle, but a process of learning. Know that you can create the reality you want in this earth game. Know that you are whole and complete on your own. Know that you can enjoy yourself and your alone time. Know that you are strong and that nature will always hold you. Know that you are free and you are exactly where you're supposed to be. Know that you can make the right decisions for you and know what's good for you. Know that your intuition will guide you and that negative thoughts are not you, but just something that is. Know that you don't have to attach to your thoughts and that your heart can speak to you. Know that being alive and being you is enough and that there's no right or wrong way. Know that your power is real. Know that you're powerful. Know you're you. I love you all. Thank you so much for being with me. And until next time, my sweet loves, love, light, and namaste.